Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. One for it with Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. It's Williams on the catch. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. An 11-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. James now to return. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. To throw on 2nd down. Miller, he gets this to Devontae Adams. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll try the left side. Kane. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
The Browns send out their punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, it's James. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2nd and 1. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
The Browns drive about to get started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw. Miller. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's a gain of 4 there and gives them a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Kane. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And they get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Elliott. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Rock it.
Now Miller from the gun on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Check the backer.
They'll keep it on the ground. Kane. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the strength of Eifert. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check. 80 weapon.
2nd and 4. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Ready? 70, Indy.
They go to Elliott again. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Miller on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
On 1st down, it's Kane. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
You got three down. Hey, Mike 52.
2nd and long. He completes this to Sutton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll run on 1st down. Kane. And some space here. Touchdown! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Jim. Check nickel. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On first down, it's Kane. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Check. He's coming. We got that.
They'll keep it on the ground. Kane dances by at the 20. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 on a first down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They run the counter. It's Kane. Again, he finds an opening. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I'm going to come back to you.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They'll run on first down. Kane, and he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the home team here, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us.
20 goons and ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until